Chelsea will welcome Real Madrid to London on the 18th of April, 2-0 down on aggregate. And all I have to say, it's not looking good, brev. We know from previous seasons that we can come from 2-0 down, but we do have to have the right manager installed. And right now, I do not think we have the right manager installed. That's all. We've just got a lot of work to do. We are once again going into the second leg of the Champions League tie, at least a goal down. And last season, we went to Real Madrid away for the second leg, and we won on the night, but we got out on aggregate. But this, I don't know where I'm going with this. Basically, I'm not looking forward to it. Taylor, go on.
Yeah, same old, same old.
Yeah, these reaction videos will probably get fucking quicker and quicker.
At least they're genuine, though. We do watch the match. We do go through all the emotions. We're as bored in the game as we are in the reaction.
It's boring watching this shit now. It's just I go into it thinking, are we even gonna score a goal, let alone fucking win?
Yeah, I mean, our midfield today is so exciting. Enzo, Kante, and Cover. Wow, but no. Of course, there's not all too much to show with it. I know Kante and Cover and it. Enzo got somewhat high ratings today. They were probably up in there, weren't they? Enzo highest rated.
Yeah, Enzo was highest rated. Kante was among the highest rated. Kante was the only midfielder that actually seemed to really do much on Enzo. In fact, in the gameplay that you're seeing,
wing backs and midfielders,
yeah, in the gameplay that you're seeing, Kante is the only reason that I managed to do anything. And for the record, I lost 2-1. I lost 1-0 in the first game, so I restarted it, and then I lost 2-1.
Sounds like real life.
Yeah. Except, no, I was gonna say except I won, but I didn't win, so there's no except. We do have some tweets. Let me just quickly get them up. That's an interesting stat. I'll tell that one last. Awful. Okay, no, here we'll start with this one actually. Kepa is the worst goalkeeper in the history of our club. Sell him for 5 million and hope his fanboys leave with him.
Yeah, I think that's pretty harsh, to be honest.
Then we have awful, no fight, no leadership, no care, absolutely embarrassing to turn up to a huge occasion and deliver that performance. Yeah, we went to the Bernabeu and we did that.
I mean, I don't know what more they want. I know there should be more leadership, but at least we are playing silver. Yeah, but their point was leadership, that something will come from it.
Go into games already defeated and knowing the outcome. We already know the outcome of Brighton and the second leg. Lampard should integrate Hall and Chukwuemeka back into the side. Just play anyone who gives an ounce of care for the club at this point of the season. I do agree with that. And Madueke.
Yeah. If we're playing 3 midfielders, that does make quite a lot of sense.
Rudiger clubbed to the Chelsea fans, which is very nice.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
He was the best Chelsea player tonight.
Why do you keep saying Chelsea play? Like you said this about Costa and Wolves. Why do you? They're not Chelsea anymore.
I don't know. They're just ex.
They're not even on loan. They're just I know.
But yeah.
If the next manager is a top manager like Enrique or Nagelsmann, they simply deserve props from day one for just agreeing to take on the mess that we currently have. A lot of clearing out to do in the summer window.
Yeah.
And here's the stat.
To be fair, I could definitely praise Lampard for that. So
Chelsea have failed.
It was how it was, but...
Chelsea have failed to score a goal in 4 matches for the first time in 30 years.
Wow. That really does sum us up.
Take with that what you will. season's been a painful one for Chelsea fans. It is what it is. Past the point of anger, just want the season to end. Yeah, there's 45 days until the season's over. That's the only good thing.
That is the sad thing. I really wanted this season to be so good coming to the end of it with Lampard coming back in. But even with that, it just feels like a bore.
You thought we'd do something under Lampard.
No, I didn't think we would, but at least there would be some enjoyment coming to the end of the season. Potter is just. Then again, that kind of does tarnish his 1920 because that is genuinely my favourite season I've watched. It was so fun. You were so engaged with it. But,
this has been the most banter season I think I've ever seen in any club ever. We've had 4 managers.
Yeah, maybe just.
We aren't really giving.
We're not even Watford.
I was literally about to say we're giving Watford a run for their money. Players and coach haven't got a clue. Playing with 10 men. Oh yeah, by the way, Chua got sent off. Just in case anyone didn't know.
Oh yeah.
Playing with 10 fam, there was so fucking much that happened. Playing with 10 men and we're charging up the pitch in the final 2 minutes. Just take this result home instead of sending everyone up. The best, worst possible result, but honestly, what a hot... I think the worst possible result was 3-0 Real Madrid, because then they would have flipped Bowley's prediction. I gotta know what Todd Bowley was smoking before making that prediction, saying 3-0 to Chelsea.
Yeah, that was big balls things. Probably wasn't the greatest idea in the moment, but...
The best, worst possible result, but honestly, what a horrible performance in terms of positives to take next week. There's slight hope, but honestly, we can't treat this manager appointment like X Factor any longer. Players are looking worse every week with no tactics. All I've taken from this is we aren't going to win another game this season, and the siege mentality Chelsea has been completely ripped apart in the 9 months. I do agree. I've looked at our Premier League fixture, Champions League. Like, we can't get relegated. Well, I guess we can sort of get it. I guess there is technically relegation.
I mean, the stats actually do point to that, but...
Champions League, like, pretty much gone already now. It's possible that we score 3 goals against Real Madrid, but I don't think it'll happen. Like, I see so many pundits saying, I do think that Frank Lampard could win the Champions League this season. And I'm thinking, where the fuck are you getting that from?
Yeah, that's just for reactions.
Like,
definitely.
That wasn't an impression of him, but I'm pretty sure Rio Ferdinand, that's his name, Rio Ferdinand said that. Yeah. That wasn't supposed to be an impression of him, by the way.
I'm not surprised.
Pretty sure he said that. And I was thinking, and I think Joe Cole said it as well, and I was thinking, where the fuck you get? What makes you think that Frank Lampard is going to win the Champions League? Frank Lampard is not a Champions League winning manager.
There are similarities, to be fair to him, and he's been questioned on that, and it is absolutely ridiculous, of course, that someone like him could win as much as I would want to, or whatever. I think the thing is,
obviously, I want us to win it.
Whether
I can't see happening.
Yeah. I think it's less so a case of should Lampard have got the job. I think he is the right man with the situation we had.
Yeah.
It's whether or not Bowley should have pulled the trigger quicker to make the Nagelsmann appointment, the Valverde appointment. Like, should we have just rushed in, even if it was the wrong appointment? Say if we got Nagelsmann and the same thing happened, youngish manager. I know Potter's not young, but or did we go with Valverde and have the same old? We fire him year and a half later and go back to the
My man said Valverde again.
Regime, so
my man said Valverde again. He said it during the watch along as well. He said it during the watch along because I was talking about Valverde, and then Taylor.
Yeah.
And then I'm talking about managers after, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind Valverde as a manager." I'm like, "What are you talking about Valverde as a manager?" Um,
His name is so annoying.
the thing is, I'm not entirely against the idea of just keep on changing manager every couple of years, but I don't think it's sustainable long term. Obviously,
Yeah.
um, and it's obviously not the kind of
Eh,
it. It's obviously not the kind of model that Bowley wants to go with. Like he wants the kind of like Peps and the kind of like Klops and all that, like the ones that stay there for years and years and
to be
years.
fair, with Pep's recent interview, he says he's only had the job a long time because he wins, and that's true. So
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Potter would have been out the door a lot quicker
we
if
need
there was
an
a round of two.
elite
So he does show
manager.
he's a bit half and half.
We need an elite manager that is in the same bracket as Klopp and as Mourinho, for example, and Pep, that will not fall out the board, will stay with us for that many years, can take what we
But
have now and get
then again,
results, and then we can build a
mm,
team around. So like we'll be like, okay, do you want this guy? Do you want this guy? Who do you want? And then so they can take what we have now and get results, but then they can also get a team built for them and get results from it.
I mean, we had half of that with a yes man in Potter. We just obviously need to
Yeah, so
balance that
we had
with a
half
natural
of that
good
of
manager.
like if we gave him the team that he wanted, we probably would have been able to do something. But he couldn't do anything
I
short
mean,
term because we need the short term being this season and then the long term being from this season onwards.
mm,
But I don't know
I don't
how
know.
many managers you can get that are elite but won't fall out with the ball.
There is really not a lot on the market right now
Exactly, that's what I mean. Like,
that suits us.
and you're not gonna be able to get Pep from City. You're not gonna be able to get Klopp from Liverpool. Like what I mean is like you're not gonna be able to buy them out their contracts. They're not gonna leave.
Mm,
Pep is not leaving City anytime soon. Klopp is not leaving Liverpool. Actually, Klopp might have 1 or 2 years left, but the point is we're not gonna wait 1 or 2 years to get him. So I have one more tweet and then I'll wrap this up. Roman sanctions, Bowley takeover, Tuchel sacking, Potter appointment, World Cup, Potter sacking, Salto appointment, Salto sort of not sacked but sort of didn't want to be in a position anyway. Lampard appointment, 11th, UCL exit imminent, knocked out of FA Cup, first game, knocked out of Carabao Cup, EFL Cup, whatever you would call it, first game. Just season's over. I'm not prepared to write it off until we get knocked out of the Champions League, though. Because we do technically still have something right now to answer, or we do have something right now to win. Do I think we'll win it? Not really. I'm not going to lie. I don't think we've got a massive chance of winning the Champions League. But we are technically still in it. And until we are knocked out, I'm not writing off the season. I know that I said that I was writing off the season. I've changed my mind. I'll only write off the season when we get knocked out of the Champions League. Because we're obviously not winning the we're not winning the Premier League, sorry. Well, we're obviously not winning that. So all we have to fight for right now is the Champions League and the best possible Premier League spot that we can get.
yeah, even if it's 7th like that, at
What I
least
mean
we're
by
in Europe.
what I mean by writing the season off is in terms of trophies, because we can still win a trophy this season. I don't think we will, but we can. We still are in it. But yeah, until we get knocked out of the Champions League, I'm not writing off the idea of us winning the trophy, but I don't think we will win it. Yeah, I mean that's basically it. This video's gone on longer than I thought it would. I thought it was going to be like a 4-minute video. It's been 14 minutes. Any last thoughts, Taylor?
Nope. I mean, bring on Brighton, but considering it's De Zerbi versus us, that's going to be quite interesting. That might sum up the season.
Lose 4-0, honestly.
Imagine if it's a complete copy match.
I do not have any. I do not have many good feelings about the second leg. We go into it 2 goals down. and our attack is not looking the best right now. Neither is our defense, to be honest. We're gonna need a miracle. We're gonna need Emma Hayes. We're going to need Emma Hayes. She worked a miracle in the Champions League against Leon. So now we need a miracle in our Champions League. But I don't think she's really going to be able to. I don't think she's available for that, unfortunately. She'll probably do a better job than all our managers put together in the last couple of years, though, excluding Tuchel. Yeah, that's that. I think Brighton is going to be very telling of how the game against Real Madrid is going to go. That's that. It's not looking good, Brev. That is the end of that. We'll see what happens in the second leg. See all Brighton and then in the second leg. I'm sat like I'm slouched in my chair. That's how much I don't care about this game anymore. I've not got
That's
any
the worst
enjoyment
possible
in me.
feeling
I've not got any enjoyment in me.
as a Chelsea fan. At least it's never dull.
Yeah.
Maybe boring, maybe not
Yeah.
all too worth watching because we know the score, but at least it's never dull.
We know what the score will be before we've even watched the game. That's that. See you on the next one. Peace out.